What if I told you there's a country where earthquakes happen almost every single day, and some of them have been among the deadliest in modern history? That country is Afghanistan. Afghanistan is a land of stunning contrasts. Towering mountains rise sharply into the sky, valleys stretch deep and wide, and rivers carve through rugged terrain. But hidden beneath that dramatic landscape is a constant threat, one that has shaped both the land and the lives of the people for centuries. Afghanistan sits at the crossroads of two massive tectonic forces, the Indian Plate pushing northward and the Eurasian Plate resisting its advance. This collision has built the mighty Hindu Kush and Pamir ranges, but it has also made the country one of the most seismically active regions on Earth. Here, the ground is never fully at rest. Every year, the Earth trembles. Sometimes the shaking is mild, felt as a small vibration beneath people's feet, but other times it is violent enough to wipe entire communities off the map in a matter of seconds. The cycle of destruction is a cruel rhythm for Afghanistan. Earthquakes strike frequently, many are small and forgotten, but history records catastrophic events again and again. One of the deadliest happened on May 30, 1998, when a massive earthquake hit Takhar and Badakhshan provinces. In a matter of minutes, entire villages built from mud brick crumbled, leaving around 4,000 people dead. Less than 3 months later, another earthquake struck almost the same area, killing more than 2,000 more. Imagine trying to rebuild after such devastation, only for the earth to turn against you again. These disasters are not rare anomalies in Afghanistan. They are part of a relentless geological story written into the ground itself. The tragedy continued into the 21st century. In March 2002, two powerful earthquakes struck the northern part of the country, leveling homes and burying families beneath the rubble. Over 1,000 people were killed, and thousands more were left without shelter. For Afghanistan, a country already scarred by decades of conflict and poverty, these natural disasters struck at the very heart of survival. Relief efforts were often delayed by war, political instability, and the sheer difficulty of reaching remote mountain villages. People were left vulnerable not just to the shaking earth, but to the slow aftermath, hunger, cold, and disease that followed the destruction of their homes. Fast forward the more recent years, and the earthquakes continue their merciless pattern. On June 22, 2022, one of the most devastating quakes in decades struck Paktika province. It happened in the middle of the night while families slept inside their clay homes. Entire neighborhoods collapsed in an instant. More than 1,100 people lost their lives, and over 10,000 were injured. Survivors described the horror of waking to complete darkness, trapped under debris, listening to the cries of their families fading away. Tens of thousands were displaced, and the disaster drew global attention. But for Afghanistan, it was only the continuation of a familiar nightmare. Then came October 2023, when the western province of Herat suffered a double catastrophe. Within just days, two massive earthquakes struck the region back to back. The first quake leveled whole districts, killing more than 1,000 people. As survivors dug through rubble with their bare hands, aftershocks continued, shaking the already broken earth. Then, almost unbelievably, a second large earthquake struck the same region days later, adding to the devastation. Families who had lost their homes once now watched the ruins collapse all over again. The psychological toll was immense. How do you find safety when the ground itself refuses to stop moving? And now, the most recent earthquake on August 31, 2025, a powerful magnitude 6.0 earthquake struck eastern Afghanistan in Kunar province near the border with Pakistan. Over 1,400 people have been killed and more than 3,500 are injured, with entire villages flattened and thousands left trapped. This serves as another brutal reminder of this geological setting. Scientists know that Afghanistan is not just at risk occasionally, but consistently. The country sits on active faults where stress builds constantly, released only through frequent destructive quakes. On average, a major earthquake strikes Afghanistan at least once every decade, with smaller tremors recorded nearly every year. For many Afghans, the question is not if the earth will shake again, but when. The human cost of this geological reality is magnified by Afghanistan's vulnerability. Unlike countries with earthquake-resistant infrastructure, many Afghan homes are built of mud brick and timber, materials that crumble easily under shaking. Remote mountain villages are hard to reach, delaying rescue and aid efforts. Poverty and ongoing conflict mean resources for reconstruction are scarce. Each earthquake doesn't just destroy buildings, it shatters lives, plunging families deeper into hardship. Yet, the Afghan people endure. Again and again, they rebuild homes, communities, and lives, even as the ground beneath them continues its endless cycle of destruction. The mountains will keep rising, the ground will keep shaking, and the people of Afghanistan will keep facing the cruel reality of living on the fault lines of the earth. Do you think human engineering can ever protect Afghanistan from this constant threat? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories of geology and humanity.